So when we draw the names tonight, Larry, can you go ahead and stick them on there?
I was going to have Robert actually do them. I have a little stick to do that, but either I can do it.
No, you won't.
We're fine.
Yeah, you're okay? Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you guys for understanding.
I figured if we could put that board, on the table, Robert could do them as they're drawn.
Hey, how you? Good.
Tomorrow I'll send out another email letting everyone know the whole draft list and asking for payment again and all that.
I posted a picture of this on Facebook. I know I saw it.
You probably did it a while ago. Yeah, I haven't looked at anything this afternoon.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. They're all freshmen, so.
They're just coming to KSU? They're just coming to KSU?
Yes.
As freshmen? What are they majoring?
My son's in biology. Jack. I think it's blue shirt. It's Jack.
Well, we host a KSU podcast.
We were wondering what was
So
going
we
on.
do two. We do one at 5 o'clock about sports in general. And at 7 o'clock we do a KSU podcast.
Oh,
We'd love to have them on. We've never seen them. If they'll text us their information, we'd love to have them on.
Okay,
Say
yeah.
what made you come to KSU, what you want to do with your life, that type of stuff.
Nice. Okay.
It's a lot of fun. Today actually our 3rd year anniversary of doing this show.
Nice.
Isn't it this today? Yeah.
150th show.
150.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Awesome. Our son's studying biology. I'm not sure about one of the green shirts.
Where did they go to high school?
Sir?
Where did they go to high school?
We're all from Columbus, so they went to Pacelli.
Okay. I've never heard of heard of a couple schools down there.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Yep. Yep.
I had some friends that I was a teacher here in Cobb County, and they transferred to Kendrick.
Okay. Yeah, Kendrick. That one's been around a long time. Pacelli's been there 50 plus years.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's a private school.
Oh, very cool.
But small. But they all went there together.
That's awesome.
They're going to be rooming together, and they have 3 other roommates.
I went to Keyshawn Junior College.
Really?
They had 1,500 students.
Yes.
5 buildings.
I know. His aunt helped move him in today, and she and her husband both graduated from Kennesaw.
Junior
And
college or
she was
full
telling me,
college?
oh my gosh, the campus, she said it's unbelievable how it's grown.
From 1,500
No, you grab the. We usually grab that up.
We don't take one from here?
See the fourth one from this table, right there.
If you go put that up over there, I'll pull it and see now. Take this. Can we take off, block out the last 4 rounds?
Yeah, I mean, this is how we've always done it. We just fill it as far as we want.
Yes. I saw the bobblehead out somewhere. Jump! Jump! We're drawing for draft position. We're drawing for draft position.
I like Georgia. What fan are you?
Where did you go to high school?
I want to go check this board later.
We just got set up.
We had people sitting here
Oh.
until 5 minutes ago.
Bless you.
I couldn't hear him over my. Okay, I'm gonna do one more quick visit before we hang out and Reds and want to go last? Yes, let's do it. That's him sitting in his wheelchair. Walk with that. degenerate friends can I actually send this to? I know one.
Where I had it there is actually a frame. It's underneath it's not.
I got you. You just want me to sit really close to the
No,
shot.
move it out a little bit. I can move the camera back if I need to. The idea was as they draw, you've got little stickers you can put them in the spaces.
Oh, I remember how well I did last year on that. Yes.
Well, I mean, or not.
No, I'm just messing with you. No, I would not give.
Show Robert the jersey, Larry.
Is that the one that I saw online? The Bijan?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So where did you get it?
Angie gave it to me, Angie Blank.
Oh,
She got it for me. I had lunch with her last week.
and who's that?
Arthur Blank's last wife.
His last wife.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch it. I only have dirty hands. That thing's beautiful.
Pretty sure. Got the authenticity, all that stuff.
So I hit them up for an Optimist casino night,
Yeah.
and I sent it to Atlanta United, Hawks, Braves, Falcons, aquarium, zoo, puppetry arts, anything I thought I could hit, and I got 2 yeses. One was the Falcons, and one was the zoo.
Yeah.
And the Falcons, I received my gift from the Falcons yesterday.
What'd you get from them?
I got an autographed picture of Chris Lindstrom. It's this big, it's not framed or anything else. It's like,
You take what you can get,
you
right?
take what you can get. I was throwing the Falcons under the bus, and I pointed out, although I'm throwing them under the bus, it's much better than the answers I got from the Hawks and Braves and everybody else, which was nothing.
Braves are horrible.
The first year with karaoke, we got, what was it, 20, 25 bucks from Publix?
From what?
Publix,
Yeah.
you know, it was a very small amount. And Publix is one thing.
And I would not give you false hope on the strange and morbid day. Because the mother and child reunion is only emotional. How are you? That part, I think you need like a phone book on that backside.
No, it has a little chain, and I couldn't figure out where it was supposed to go. So that's what I need to do. It looked like it screwed into there, and when I screwed it in, I broke the chain.
Well, there's that.
Well, I guess that's what you get. The stand cost me $20. It wasn't like I spent a whole lot of money.
How many rounds do we have?
16.
Yeah, the boards always have
Yeah.
20 and 14.
I like this board.
But it's funny.
I like the USA one better, but I like the colors in this. It's really
Yeah, I like it. You don't want the same board every year,
No,
so
absolutely
this
not,
does look good,
Well, as I was telling you, I buy the boards based on the size.
right?
So it'll fit in my car so I don't have to go get my truck like I had to the first year because the board wouldn't fit. So the short width can't be more than 43 inches. So that's what we figured out. And on this particular one, it's obviously came from China because it said fantasy football draft board, but they misspelled the word board.
Hey, Larry,
B-O-A-A-D-R.
Oh,
can you vote? You can vote for more than one singer. You can vote for each
Yeah.
singer once, right?
Yeah, you can only vote for each singer one time, but if you want, you can vote up to 25 times.
Hey, hey, hey!
Yeah, so I sort of made it 25.
looks beautiful.
Fancy looking. That's a fancy looking board. Question's gonna be is which team is 10 for 10 gonna be on? We'll find out. We'll find out today. Yeah.
10 for 10.
Co-champion.
Yeah,
Money wise,
money-wise.
you hadn't reached out. I wouldn't even.
Honestly,
Because that, I mean, on
all
paper,
options are open, and I thought you were going to beat me anyway. So
I didn't realize it, but it wasn't even close. Both of my top two guys were DNF. Those are for you. But I like that option.
these are my stickers.
Yeah.
What do I have to do to
Bring
peel
in
it
that
off?
bag sitting in that chair, please.
Just fold a corner a little bit. Okay.
Thank you. Oh man, I've been just. You do a lot with GoDaddy domains.
Yeah, very reluctantly. Yeah. What do you need? I mean, I work with people. I work with it.
I have 7 domains. I added another domain. I'm trying to do an alias on my Outlook that I have on my main one. And I can't figure out how to get the alias to pop in to assign email as a primary email. And
Put that over on the side by the board,
shouldn't have to
please.
spend an hour and a half on it. But I did it one time. It just makes my head spin.
Yeah, there's you go into the email settings. I'll look it up and send you exactly where it is.
Because I go in there and I go into email settings and it says add an alias. I go to add an alias, but my domain's not there. It's not showing. Drop down. Oh, that's sweet. That's great. Nice job. Bijan.
Bijan.
Bijan. Not Bijan.
When I first started doing hot traps, he was number 4. He's up to number 2 now.
See him as number 2 in most of them.
Yeah.
I always like,
Are we PPRs?
we're a 1 point PPR.
So then if you were the number 1 pick, then Jamal would be the more, because of the way the scoring works,
Hypothetically, yes, unless you believe,
he's going to catch.
or you think, there's not enough main running backs. There used to only be like a couple running backs by committee. There seems to be more and more of those as the years go on. So, I
In a
think
17-team season,
I think Bijan.
right?
Bijan and Chase, I think, are 1 and 1A. Personally, for me.
I mean, you wouldn't. I'd have to be a hard time criticizing you.
What's that? No, I'm good. And I'd like to point out that you have moved so much up my list of degenerate friends. Well, now I get a weird message or I see something, I'm like, who the fuck can I send it? I know who I can send it to. I'll send it to that guy. Not only will he not be offended, he'll think it's freaking funny. I would like a burger, medium. What kind of cheese?
Usually American.
Swiss? Swiss, good. And broccoli. To go with all my yoga.
Chuck, what do you
I do wings.
lemon pepper or
No.
naked?
You just have to be careful. Don't trip on any of the wires.
You want lemon pepper or naked?
Naked. Larry, $1,000 gets 10 tickets. Sponsor.
Yeah, I think so. I want to get 6 miles and 6 kids.
You want ranch or blue?
No one would not give you false
I
hope.
think it's 10. 10's good enough. You want to keep them.
Monique wants to know.
Yeah, Monique definitely gets 10.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, so
I'm behind on my research, but I'm just like,
well,
when
I mean,
you get to that, I mean, if you don't get pick one or two, I mean, I'm almost better off being at the turn.
I always
like
I always like this area. I've done a few mock drafts.
I have two.
I am almost, and I'm not saying I fucking want this, okay? But if I was in this area, which is usually a no man's land, I think there's some possible talent that could come.
Well, that's funny.
I think-
I did 7 mock drafts.
Yeah.
One at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10.
Yeah.
And I got a B on all of them except the one I did at the
And you
10th
got an A.
position. And I thought I'd done worse, but I got an A.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes what ends up happening here is, we'll say teams 3, 6, and 7 reach for something they shouldn't. Then all of a sudden, you're getting a top
you
5
might get the-
possible talent at the 8th pick, and then on your way back, you know, if anybody here does anything dumb, you could conceivably end up with 2 top 10 guys, and you know, I had somebody ask him.
somebody in that. Yeah, the one thing that you won't, the one thing that you won't get in the form of a reach is Mike Amodio. He's a solid player. So.
He goes pretty much chalk.
Well, he won't. Yeah, he does a lot of research on it. So he's a fun guy to play with because.
I think we're getting a lot more solid people where
Oh yeah. No, the leagues are
We're not
leagues.
going to get.
years
We're not going to get to someone who picks Patrick Mahomes at number 2.
That's one thing. I mean, they took Tom Brady with the first. Yeah, it was
That
Tom
was
Brady with
Lauren.
like the 3rd pick overall in
This
our
is
very
when he was
first
with
draft.
Tampa Bay for a couple of years already, just because she loved Tom Brady.
Which, once again, Brady's not a bad quarterback. However,
get him in the 4th or 5th round.
You could have got Brady in the 7th round. You know, it's just like I was sitting back here that day. It was like, ooh, I like that pick. Ooh, I like that pick too.
remember that year.
That's still one of my favorite conversations for Sean. I came in because I was talking smack before the draft started, and Sean looked at me and goes, "How's it going out there?" I was like, "There's a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm doing really well." Because there was one other pick besides.
Somebody took Joe Burrow in the first round
Longacre.
too. yeah.
Longacre took.
Who's your favorite
Boy,
outside of the running
I got
back?
several. Scatterboo,
Oh wow.
I like him. He's nice.
Genty. Genty, a lot of people taking him in the first round.
I like that wide receiver in Carolina.
Yeah, from Arizona State.
We'll probably get into it, but I'm like, are we gonna?
Yeah, I want to spend a
Are
lot
us-
more time
are-
on the draft than
Are
this
us
other
poor?
stuff.
Are us or you poor Falcons fans going to be looking at
What?
being 3rd in the division this year?
Yeah, I don't see either one of those teams making that move, much of a move. I mean, Carolina can be better. It's still not going to be 3rd.
Carolina can be
I mean, above 3rd.
Carolina should be fun. They should be more fun to watch.
Sure, but you're putting a lot of stuff on Bryce's shoulders. Do you think Bryce, he had a horrible rookie year. He was bad for the first half of his sophomore year, and then
Benched him.
the last 8 games or whatever. Everybody. That's why everybody has so much optimism.
If you take they've hired some good guys in the locker room. They've got some good momentum there. They hired their medical doctor to say what
Larry,
the guy in Buffalo.
I have no internet.
I just fear or wonder. It'll be interesting to watch just the crazy shit that the Falcons just keep to do every year. You know, just
They're never dull or boring. They're never dull or boring. But you know, this year, I believe Penix is serviceable. I don't know how good he'll be, but I believe he's very serviceable.
Yeah. Oh,
I think we have a lot of weapons. I think Bijan's one of the two best weapons in the league. And then we added pieces to our defense. So we
Should be better.
We could be better. And
Should be.
and you know, you look at Tampa, a couple of years ago, you looked at them and you go, okay, they're clearly the best team in the division. I don't clearly see that anymore. I wouldn't argue with you if you told me they were, but you know, it's not like, they got old as shit Mike Evans. We don't know who's on the other side. Baker's good, but you know, I mean,
he might be better than serviceable.
who? Baker?
Yeah.
Oh, Baker's the best quarterback in the division right now.
Sure. Until
That's
he
not
proves
saying
other-
much
until
right
he
now,
proves
though.
otherwise.
Absolutely.
I mean, but Tampa was one game away from being in divisional, right? I mean, they played well in the playoffs. They got. I mean,
Still
why-
saying Chrome isn't responding, Larry. But I'll hit wait.
Wait.
That's back up now.
Never had a chance to love you.
White line.
It's like going. It's like going someplace now and here in Europe,
Right.
and it's like, just for the record, we all hated that song when it came out.
Came out.
Skibbity-boo-boo. We're flying to Venus.
Remind me how we all loved the 80s?
No, I love the. You know what's funny about the '80s? Because I was always a rocker. I didn't listen to anything that wasn't right, and so Star 94 20 years ago comes out with, you know, Friday Night 80s or whatever, right? So I start listening, and now all of a sudden it's fun because it's nostalgic. Even though I didn't listen to it, don't probably know the words or who might even sing the song, I still remember it, and it puts me in that thing like, all right, I'm walking down a 7th grade hallway.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that
Oh,
kind
hell,
of stuff.
yeah, yes, yep.
What year were you born?
67.
67.
You know, there's a liquor store
Grew up
on something H Rose that are a liquor company that stole the 96 Rock logo. They've trademarked it. It's now called 96 Rock Vodka.
No way.
It's the exact same logo.
That's cool.
And they're selling it for, it's like
Check, 1, 2. Check. Larry, I need just a little volume. Thank you. That's good. We need to get a picture of Brent and put him in the helmet sometime.
That'll be the only time he ever makes it to the helmet.
Yeah. Where's your tech today?
Greg,
Yeah.
he texted me, said he overspoke. He says he can't do this anymore. He said he'd love to sit in as a guest host or a guest, but he just can't commit to be here every week. Bum, bum, bum.
Skibbity-boo.
Give me a few minutes.
Tell you another rookie I like is Tyler Warren,
Kind of one.
wide receiver from Penn State. He's at Indianapolis.
I always have problems. You know, you look at people and you're like, well, that's a great player. You know, it's like you said, the kid from Arizona who's in Carolina. Clearly, sky's the limit and all that stuff. Where's his floor at?
Yeah.
Because they could be god awful.
Well, everybody was so big on what was it, Harrison in Arizona last year?
Absolutely.
Marvin Harrison.
And it wasn't.
The only
He
thing
was on my team. I know.
The only thing I'll throw out about that is that Kyler didn't play the first half of the season, which would have made it a little bit better. But you know, when you're trying to look at that guy, like you're saying, the guy from Penn State, he's good. What do they got in Indianapolis to throw him the
Who's
ball?
gonna throw him the
You
ball?
know,
Exactly.
Is that Richardson's the guy this year?
He already got hurt, didn't he?
Correct.
Pinky, but they said he'd be back at practice this week.
Yeah, but you know, I don't care who you are. It's a very important finger if you're throwing.
How about Matthew Stafford with his vertebra problem?
I actually-
I'm worried about that.
I actually get a little excited, and I know I said this last year, but Stetson Bennett, as undersized as he is, as everything else, the NFL now is designed for a shotgun quarterback to get it out in 3 seconds. That's what he excels at. So,
There were running backs in the 5th round that I didn't know who they were.
Right.
When I was doing my drafts. So
Right.
who's this guy?
How tall is Bryce? Young.
Bryce Young's pretty small. I want to say 5'11".
Yeah, I think he's 5'11".
But
How
yeah,
tall
so
is Penix?
6'2". I think.
He's a little over 6. He got in a fight today at
Yeah, I saw
at
that
camp.
headline.
Yeah.
Was it with the same Pierce? Pierce has fought everybody on the
No,
team.
him and the Titans. They said he was.
Oh, that's good.
He was throwing the ball over every Titan they had.
So what are you doing? 4 segments, but the fourth one's the longest one, or how do
Yeah,
you planning on playing that?
First 2 segments will be fairly
Quick.
fast, and then a little more time for the last.
I got
2.
an idea to make baseball better, so
That's good.
Yeah.
We're all about that.
okay. It's half baked. It's totally half baked, but
It's coming from you.
it's completely yeah, exactly.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Miller's Ale House. It's Wednesday. That means it's time for 3 guys who love sports. My name is Chuck Burrows, along with my co-host, Mr. Robert Kinney. Robert, how are you, buddy?
If I was any better, I'd be Mr. Rittersdorf.
Kind of like that. We're here at Miller's. We do the show every week to help guys that are going through physical and mental issues, help take their mind of what they're over their problems, away from their problems for an hour a week. And if you help for an hour, and your friends help for an hour, and they help for an hour, this world will be a better place. So happy to be here at Miller's Ale House, as we are every Wednesday for 3 guys who love sports, at 7 o'clock for the Owls Show, all about Kennesaw State University sports. So I hope you'll stick around for that as well. And I went back to wings this week, Robert. You went to burger, didn't you?
I actually ate wings for lunch, so that wasn't on the table for me. But yeah, I went back with a standard burger. They have a great burger here. I'm kind of a burger snob, as I know I've shared with the masses before. So if I'm ordering a burger, it's good enough for you too.
And Larry, you're winging it too?
Yeah, I'm winging it as well.
You split up teriyaki and something though, right?
And just regular,
Naked wings?
spicy wings.
Spicy wings, yeah.
I like going to restaurants, and if Miller's isn't on the cutting edge of this, I'm sure they will be at some point. But when you look at the menu and it has a hotiyaki.
Hot teriyaki?
Yeah, it's a hot teriyaki. So it's each bite is a little this, a little that. It sounds like you're going to get deported if you hang out with too many hotiyakis, but it's a very good wing.
I might be willing. Yeah.
It could be.
All right.
Speaking of problems, you might have an hour problem if you had too many hotiyakis.
Yeah, exactly.
Me too.
And speaking of somebody that's speaking, let's welcome Brent Rittersdorf back to our stage. Brent, welcome.
Hey, Chuck.
I said, Brent, welcome. I said, Brent, welcome. There we go. There you go. Larry's already sudsing out over there. He's not paying attention.
Always a pleasure. I mean, this is
Focused on
close.
the masses.
This is close to me being 5 times. What, do you get a gold jacket or something?
Yeah, we need to come up with something like that.
You're in very elite SNL.
I'm getting up
You're
there.
in high cotton. Yeah. You're the new Lee Corso of our show.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, I got my 10 for 10 hat on, so let's go.
There you go. All right. So, first off, what a crazy week this was sports-wise. Let's start with the Rockies and the Blue Jays. Robert, have you ever seen a crazy baseball series like that?
What was the final? They scored 60.
45 runs,
63
hits
Yeah,
in
I
a
mean,
3-game series.
That just goes to show you how bad the haves and the have-nots are. And that's definitely a have and a have-not. So
Blue Jays coming around, yeah.
they're looking good. They're looking good.
What do they have? Their catcher pitch at one point? Nola, I think that he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. They probably had the
ERA is like 78, 783 or something.
probably had the mascot pitch. They probably could have and gotten away with it. All right, Brent, you said you had some baseball
I don't know.
knowledge you wanted to enter.
I don't know how you fix that. I mean, when you get that many runs and whatever, and you're gassed on pitchers, right? You just got to throw in the position pitching. And I started thinking about, there's nothing you can do to fix that. Those games are just runaways. But, how do you feel about the guy on second in extra innings?
Hate it.
I don't like it either. So I got a fix. Okay, so. What's the best moment in all of sports when you go to the Braves games? 6th inning,
beat the freeze, right?
There you
I mean,
go.
it's like, you got to beat the freeze. So here's my proposal. You get Racetrack, you do an MLB sponsorship, and every extra inning game that starts in
Has
the
the
ninth inning
freeze.
on first base. He starts on first, and here's the thing, you can't get him out. So the only way you prevent him from scoring every time a hit is just to either get the players out before he can make it around the bases or strike him out. Because you never beat the freeze, right? How often does he get beaten?
He could probably slide into left field though if he's not used to doing that. He's like, freeze, you're supposed to stop on the base.
Basically, it's like if somebody can stop the freeze, they're basically going to win. But then after the 10th inning, if it's a tie game, then you keep on going. But the freeze, beat the freeze on first base in the extra innings. How do you think? What do you think?
I don't think there's any solution to a sudden death baseball like they have in football and basketball. It's just ridiculous. It's part of my problem with baseball.
I think I'd rather see a guy in tight blue pants on first base.
Yeah, please elaborate on
with
that.
the Racetrack, beat the
It's not
freeze.
sounding good. It's
Yeah,
not sounding
I don't
good.
know. I think it'd be fun.
Abort.
The women audience, they would tune in like no tomorrow. What do you think?
You probably get more female.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll grow the game.
Michelle Garland would be there.
You're right. You grow the game. Another sponsor. And
Yeah.
beat the freeze.
Beat the freeze.
Okay.
I like that. All right. We got another baseball thing in our notes here. Let's talk about Jen Powell. Powell. How do you pronounce that?
Powell.
I call her winner.
Winner. Great for her. Great for the
Super.
female gender. But she gets up there and she blows her first call.
Oh yeah, it was
3 or 4 inches
4 inches inside.
She said, I'm
She
going to call
pumped it
this a
out.
strike no matter what it is. I think that's
you-
what she was.
But everybody, if you're going to err as an umpire, and somebody who stands that far off the plate, which that particular batter was way off the plate, and you groove it right there. That's a call that's been getting. Men have been raising their right arm on that one for 100 years. So it wasn't one of those. It was too high. It was too low. It was outside. So I'm okay with that. I do want to point out one thing. What does the world need more of?
Love, sweet love.
Sweet love. No,
Hotty wings?
Hottie hockey wings wouldn't be bad. How about female umpires? Do you know what the Braves record is this year with a female umpire on the field?
3-0.
Let's go.
I'm just saying. We finally found our niche.
Apparently, there's 7 female umpires in the minor
In the
league.
minors, yeah.
And
she spent 10 years in the minors. Jen Powell.
And I did see it. It takes about 8 to 12 years if you're good to get called up to the majors. So good for her. That's awesome.
I think it's awesome too.
I mean, we all know women have better eyes than guys do anyway, right?
And I think
they always got their eye on stuff.
I'd rather have all the Jen Powells in the world than have
They're always
than to
keeping
have the strike zone called by a computer.
correct.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't like the. I like the human element of the game. So.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. What's his name came back finally, the judge, and that batting average is just plummeting down to where Robert told you it would be a few months ago, down to 337 now. So, when he's batting 400, everybody, wow, we got a triple. No, probably.
Relax.
Ted's the only one that's ever going to do that. I don't think that's a record we'll see broken in our lifetime.
Talking about expansion, talking about how bad some teams are and everything, you put somebody in the right spot, and I'm not saying that it's going to happen by any means, Chuck. We've been waiting 80 years for the last one since the last one.
Was
but
it 1940? Is that what it was?
41.
41. So
41.
84 years.
You get the right lineup of the right player, and line him up against Colorado Rockies for
Well, but the key is you probably have Freddie Freeman behind him and Ohtani ahead of him, or however it works. You're grooving that guy pitches. You're throwing nothing but strikes because you're so terrified
It's
of
a
everybody
far
else.
reach.
It is, but that's
Anything's possible.
Could be possible for the new Roman Empire up there in Boston, Roman Anthony.
There you go.
Why didn't he win the MVP when he batted 400?
Why didn't he?
Because DiMaggio hitting 56 straight that year. We didn't know both stats would last for the next 84 years.
Never to be broken.
There you go.
Probably
The
not.
56.
56 is pretty tough. My favorite on 56, is the third baseman for the Tribe, and he made 2 great plays, 2 full-length throws to get DiMaggio by a half a step. That's what broke the streak. Starting the next day, he hitting 17 more in a row. So outside of those two plays, that streak is like 73
Incredible.
or something stupid. So and he does. I'm sorry, Chuck. He does have the minor league record as well for most
consecutive hit
games with a hit.
Yeah.
They'll never get
Both
broken
guys?
either, probably.
Pretty strong. Speaking of far reaches, I feel so sorry for Tommy Fleetwood. He is now. He gets the second. He has the lead now in the last two of the last three tournaments and just can't hold off. Justin Rose birdied 4 of the last 5 holes, and then beat J.J. Spawn in the playoff, which was a fun playoff to watch. I've never seen on 18. They kept playing 18. Did you watch it all?
I did not.
And after 2 attempts, they changed the cup, and I've never seen them do that.
I've never heard of that.
Move it from one side of the green to the other green.
Sure.
For the
I have
third
not
attempt.
seen that.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it, and I didn't watch it.
But, you know, at the end of the day, somebody wins the tournament, and you remember that, and you talk smack on the other guy. He's becoming what Mr. Seeger up in Detroit would call a beautiful loser. You know, to where he's gaining fans, where people are just going to be like, "Come on, Tommy, win the dang thing." So I'm a Fleetwood guy.
And to Tommy's credit, he said, "I'd rather be there and have a chance than not be there."
Why not?
So absolutely,
Absolutely,
Still gets paid, right?
absolutely, very
real
well.
real well.
And our last stretch of the week is obviously the longest field goal ever kicked in the NFL.
It wasn't a little field goal either, was it?
Unfortunately, it was in preseason, but 70 yards. God bless the coach for giving him the shot at that. Yeah, let's do it, you know?
Yeah, but they won't give him the shot in regular season.
Unless it's, well, I don't know. Now that he's proven, if he makes the team, you don't know this guy's going to make the team.
Well, and there's a decent chance he probably doesn't have the strongest leg in the league. So not only may he not, even if he does not get a chance, it might open up another coach's eyes to go, my Australian rules kicker is way better than that, and maybe I will roll
This
him out.
Craig guy from Atlanta, he's got a good leg. And, they said there are kickers, like Robert's point, there are kickers in the league can kick 70-yard field goal, but not many coaches are going to give them that opportunity.
Well, I mean, so we have Jacksonville, Carolina, week 1. Do we place a flyer on? So Little's got to kick a 70-yard field goal, right? Well, what if the new kickoff rule? Carolina kicks it into the end zone, first play of the game, first drive. That means they get the ball on the 35 now. You give it to Travis Hunter, he runs it for 15 yards, and then Cam Little kicks a 70-yard, 3-0.
Ball game over.
115. Book the now.
Simple.
Yeah.
10 for 10, baby.
That's right. That's right.
We'll see that happen. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
So that's pretty
I thought you
impressive.
were going to say we should put a parlay on, him kicking a 70-yarder and Bryce Young throwing for 300.
Perfect. Let's do it.
That sounds great. All
Game
right.
1, anything can happen.
So that's the weird stuff that went on this week. I can't think of anything else extremely weird that happened. So we'll move on and get our commercials out of the way, and we're going to talk some football.
Joshua Smith and his wife Tammy are both graduates of Kennesaw State College. He's been practicing law for 24 years, specializing in sports and entertainment law, while continuing in criminal defense, civil litigation, juvenile and personal injury law. And he's ready to represent you all the way from your small town to the Supreme Court and any appellate court in between. With all the new rules regarding NIL and cash payments to athletes, they're placing a new emphasis on Kennesaw State University student athletics to help our student athletes better navigate some of the bigger issues that have tripped up so many. Give them a call tomorrow at 706-217-2095.
Where was that?
706-217-2095.
There are a lot of places to get your oil changed in the Kennesaw area, but if you're looking for a personal experience, to stop in at Castrol Kennesaw Express Lube or Lost Mountain Express Lube. We'll always do our very best to get you in and out quickly, safely, and without a whole lot of fuss. We're a true owner-operated business where you'll find Brian under a car or hood at one of the shops. We offer experienced, knowledgeable technicians and the latest computer software to help you maintain your new car warranty and keep your pride and joy running for the next 100,000 miles. We proudly offer
Castrol
products.
All right, so thank you, Brian and Tammy.
Super
and
stereo.
Joshua for being, that was like four-way sound. That was awesome.
It was almost like Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, but I'm not sure who's getting the Young.
I'll take the. I've listened to it now the four or five times. I'm like, I'm not missing this time.
I know who would be the youngest in this group. Would you be you, Larry? How old are you?
No, I'm the youngest. I just don't want to be
Robert's
Neil
the
Young.
youngest.
Oh, you just want to be Neil Young.
Yeah, I'm more of a Graham Nash. I think I'd like to be a Stills or a Crosby. I'm just not that good.
I mean, being a Stills. I mean, that's solid.
Oh, yeah, being any of them is
It's
not too
solid,
bad.
yeah.
There's a song called "Helplessly Hoping,"
Okay.
and when they hit the chorus, it's one and it's one person singing and two. And so I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, I could probably be the third guy. Which one's that? And I was like, okay, it's
You
it's
sound
Snatch.
like Lawrence Welk and the one and the two.
And the one and the two.
All right, so it's time for college football. There are 5 games on the slate a week from Saturday. How cool is that?
Can't wait.
I mean,
Thank goodness.
football is here. AP top 25 came out this week. Not the coaches, it's the AP. I got it right this time. Texas is number 1. And what is unusual about Texas being number 1 going into week 1?
They're the underdogs.
They're the first time a number 1 AP team has ever been an underdog in the first week of a season.
Which is just a great sign of the sport in general. If they are the best team, how awesome is it that the best team is scheduled to go to the number 2 or number 3 team, depending on which poll you're looking for. So that's great stuff.
Yeah. Couple other trivia questions about college football I tracked down. There are 2 schools to be preseason number 1 and go on and win the Natty since '07. Do you know who they are?
Bama.
Bama, right?
Bama's 1.
And 2.
They stepped in number 2, but that's
Is it Clemson,
Clemson?
maybe?
no.
I don't know.
Southern Cal.
USC.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Another question I got: there's only one college in the Power 4 that has never been ranked in the preseason 25.
Is it not Northwestern?
No,
Wake Forest?
no,
I don't know.
Vanderbilt.
Maybe.
Vandy's the
And they're-
only school that's
and-
never been ranked in the top 25.
And they're coming off a great year, and they're going to come plummeting back to earth. I have a feeling.
They probably will. They didn't get any other receiving votes like my Yellow Jackets did.
No,
They-
definitely not.
26%.
I saw a very
30,
interesting
31.
one for all-time longest losing streaks for all of the current Power 4 teams.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the worst one is Northwestern. They lost 34 in a row once. Who has the smallest losing streak ever based on being a Power 4 school? It's very impressive.
Smallest.
So they don't lose 2 in a row very often.
Well, for the history of their program, they lost one time. They lost 5 games in a row. That's the greatest out of all Power 4.
Wow, 5 in a row. Not Notre Dame.
Nope, Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Wow.
So the list is Ohio State, Southern Cal, Tennessee, Penn State, Ole Miss. You know, you wouldn't think Ole Miss, but it's 7 games in a row. You know, I can go 1-6. I don't lose 7 in a row, but it's pretty impressive list.
I've heard a little bit of grumblings that don't overlook Ole Miss this year.
I don't argue that.
And one of the things that I'm hearing too is that first times we've had this since post-pandemic, we don't have the 24 and 25-year-old quarterbacks. So that's why there's a lot of this parity at the top, because for the first time in 4 or 5 years, there's so many young quarterbacks. It's like one of them could be phenomenally great, but we don't know. And that's where I think it's going to be a lot of fun the first few weeks to watch these guys.
And we did lose a lot of them to the draft, so a lot of people don't
Right.
know. And my biggest thing is that it's hard in the NFL to know what your team is doing when they sign 2 offensive linemen, a defensive lineman, to understand how that's going to work out for week 7
Yeah.
and how solid they're going to be. With a portal and NIL and everything, we really have no idea. You know, Texas Tech might just get out there and just start rolling people because, we've underestimated what they were able to bring in.
And we're going into an interesting new generation of this portal, because now that teams got all this money, it's almost kind of like if I pick up a guy out of the portal, it's like a buyer beware, because why didn't the school pay him?
You got that right.
Right? So we're going to see a whole new shift of people like saying, oh, great, we'll let you pay him because we looked under the hood and we didn't like what we saw anyway.
Yeah,
And
we
talked
paid him
to-
last year.
Yeah, and we talked on this show either last week or the week before that there are a lot of the Power 4 schools that can't keep up with the $20.2 million.
Right.
So a lot of those players are going to be dropping down to the lower divisions, like the Conference USAs and the All-American Conference, or what it is. AAC, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So it's going to change a lot. it's going to change every year until they get this thing straightened out.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. My last key fact: there are two teams that have since 22 that have had 6 wins versus ranked foes. Any idea who they are?
A total of 6 wins versus ranked teams in the
Versus
last
ranked.
3 years.
Yeah.
Georgia.
No. They're both ACC teams. Georgia Tech and Clemson have had 6 wins. Penn State's had 5. Oklahoma's had 4. More than Miami, Colorado, Boise State, Indiana, and BYU combined.
Well, and I just don't understand the stat because Ohio State won 3 games versus ranked teams in the tournament. Plus,
I
they
think
won
it's
3.
regular season.
But okay, because they won 3 more during the regular season. They got at least 6 from last year. So,
Yeah, I think it's regular season.
well, and that yeah,
And it's over the years. It's not each year.
What that tells me is that Tech and Clemson are pouncing on teams in the first couple weeks when the optimism is out there for the ACC. Hey, look, I think this is the
Well, you look
18th
at
best
Tech
team.
last year, they beat FSU. They beat Miami.
Sure.
And Miami was a good football team last year. I can't know the other third one they beat, but he's coach. I'll just say that Coach Brent Key's a good coach. And I think he's been at Tech for a long time. Go Jackets.
Always scares me.
Yeah.
Don't be too good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too good. You know that oil money will steal you away. I want you to be really good, but not too good.
All right, let's get on to Brain Train, and we're going to move into some pro football, the topic du jour.
Hey, it's Melissa at Brain Train Centers, the fastest growing neurofeedback provider in the world, and I have some pretty important questions for you. Do you or someone you know struggle with focus and attention, sleep, memory, or other mood issues? Or maybe you just want to achieve more in high-pressure situations. Well, what if I told you you can unlock your brain's full potential and change your life entirely through neurofeedback, a drug-free and natural approach to negative moods, and it's backed by more than 50 years of research, so it's not new. It is safe for both children and adults as you retrain the brain to create new pathways. Medication may help short-term, but they don't address the underlying issues. Just as push-ups help your physical strength, neurofeedback is personal training for your brain. With over 20 offices nationwide, don't hesitate to reach out to Brain Train Centers, as we will provide you with the highest level of compassionate care and help you achieve the mental clarity, performance, and calm you deserve. Your journey to a better quality of life starts with a brain map. Now you can retrain your brain and reset your life. So just call or text 470-291-2778 or visit braintraincentersinc.com.
Maybe it's the Papa John freeze. Maybe we just
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, we're live. I wasn't paying attention. Thank you, Melissa Hergert, for being a sponsor of the 3 guys who love sports. And now we're on to some professional football. Man, a lot of injuries in the first couple of weeks here of pro football. Left tackle for the Chargers signed a contract. 2 days later, he's out for the year. Randall Moore, he got hurt in a preseason game last year for the Falcons. Same thing happened to him in Minnesota this year. He's out for the year. I mean, injuries are everywhere.
What a great gig for him, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets hurt in his first preseason game the last 2 years. He doesn't even have to play.
And he gets paid, yeah.
Hanging out with the Mannings this year.
So, I mean, we've gone from 4 preseason games to 3. Do we just need to eliminate it?
Can't. The reason why is because all these injuries. You know, when you see, there's nothing like you can't practice away being ready, and you know you get you can pretend that you're ready. If Rittersdorf is covering me, and I throw a juke at him, and I catch the ball, there's a little thing that he kind of gives in practice, letting everybody know on the team, like, man, he would never do that stuff in the real game because I own this guy. But in the real game, it raises your level to where you have to be that much better, and so I think you got to have it.
Well, a lot of the pundits are saying do a lot of the one-on-ones like the Falcons and the Titans are doing this week.
I think that's always great.
And that, I think that would be just as entertaining as a game, especially if you're going to do ones against the ones and twos against the twos, because these games where the number 1 offenses are playing against the number 2 defenses, which I think is what happened to Shedeur Sanders, he's going to look more impressive than he would against the one. So I just don't know.
here's one thing that's going to happen for sure, and the other one that's never going to change is the season's going to be an 18-game season. It's going to happen.
It's growing.
The other thing is these teams, they need that revenue from whatever you want to call what happens outside of those preseason games. So it can either be a preseason game, it could be a scrimmage to what you're talking about, which could be kind of fun if you mic'd up some players and you talked about what you're going to go.
yeah.
But to your point, if your last name is Rittersdorf and you're the backup and you get a chance to play on the field during that's your Super Bowl, and it's like I got a chance to play.
Could be Cam Little. That could be his.
And
moment.
it might be an opportunity for me to play in a regular season game down the road.
Absolutely. Even if you don't make this team, that general manager was watching
That's
you play.
right. That's right.
You're
And-
making tape for yourself.
That's right. And you talk about giving 100%, you know, I don't disagree with some of these teams, such as the Patriots are saying preseason game, we're playing. Because I want to be 100% week one. I don't want to be playing at 30%. And you might get hurt during preseason, but if you're not 100% for game one, you put yourself in a position to get hurt. So
Well-
I don't know which way you go because something like, you know, McVay, he's like, no, we're not playing anybody.
Right. Well, and McVay
some
figures
cases
he's
we're
got
playing everybody.
he's got a big veteran lineup, and hey, they know what to do and how to do it, and I'll count on them for that. But those Patriots, man, we're not sure what's going on up there. They've got to play, and then to Chuck's point, you get a first team defense or offense playing against a third team of the opposite. Wow, man, wasn't that impressive? Well, yeah, but none of the guys who were in that secondary are even going
That's
to make a roster. They're practice squad guys. So it's tough to figure out.
I do think that there's an opportunity to what you're saying is if you're, with right now until the league decides to go to 18 games, so it flexes, right? One year you have one home game for preseason, and then another you have two. What if you took that second Falcons preseason game and you made that a scrimmage? You mic'd up a bunch of players, and you
micing
showed up,
players
and
is awesome.
yeah, and because people you're watching plays because I don't know, I'm not the savant of every X and O play, but it might be kind of fun to see some stuff being called and drawn out and put on the board, and something
like
different.
John Gruden does with the quarterbacks
Yeah.
on his show. I mean, that
It could be kind of fun.
Well, and to your point, you have those scrimmages are really fun. So maybe instead of just doing one scrimmage in the middle, usually week 2, most of them do a couple of them.
Sure.
Hey, we're going against the Jaguars in week 1. We're going against the Titans in week 2. It gives you that practice to get, because once again, in those practices, when you get burnt, you can't just kind of look over at everybody. It's all
Right.
good, because people know.
There's one other element that needs practice too. The stadiums, right? They got all these people that are working there. It's like they got to learn how to move people and serve and
the logistics of it.
all that stuff. So they need to practice in the reps too. So however you do it, I think it'll evolve. But yeah,
The biggest thing always is still going to be that they charge full price for those tickets. That's the craziest
Crush
part
it.
about it all. Which you look at it and you go, well, we can do this. If you're going to change this. There's a lot of people who spend a lot of money and are like,
And
are
you're
you
saying-
freaking kidding me?
There are a lot of people showing up at Flowery Branch to watch the Falcons this
Yeah.
year in preseason.
I don't blame them. I don't blame. There's
It's free,
excitement.
all
Well,
right?
and there's
free,
excitement.
You get fights and all that stuff.
but you're right. They do.
MMA and
They bake the ticket. They bake the price of those tickets into that first 2 preseason games. So okay, we got 8 home games. You paid for 10 now. Full
absolutely.
price.
Same
Now-
thing when Jacksonville plays overseas and all that.
Right.
That's baked in there too.
But when you pay for 10 and that first one is your 4th string quarterback throwing to a couple practice squad guys,
Right.
and they're getting covered by the Blackwell Bears from down the road,
Blackwell Bears.
it's
Canton Road.
it's tough, Hey, this was a full price ticket? Absolutely.
100%. Right. I'm glad you came.
So did you watch the
Glad you
Falcons
came.
at all? Did you watch their preseason game at all?
Watched it. Hey, it's nothing.
You know what I come away with about the Falcons? They need depth on the offensive line. Because Stick did a pretty good job of throwing the ball around. He was like 14 of 17 or something like that. But they couldn't run the ball to save their lives. And pundits say that the Falcons have a top 5 offensive line. But didn't show it because this was not their starters.
It's tough. It's tough to gauge that. And I think you're probably right. We do need more linemen. I think everybody needs more linemen. But when you've got your 4th or 5th guy out there to do something, it's hard to gauge. Is this guy? Can he block at all? Because who's he blocking? He's blocking another guy who's not even going to be there.
I think you can only take. Yeah, you can watch all the preseason games, and you're going to see a lot of blah, and you just take away the major highs like the 70-yard field goal and the major lows and just move on because everything else is just being they're just going through the motions.
And the highs and lows at this point are 70-yard field goal and this list of injuries, right?
That's right.
Because that's the only.
And the main injury was the kid from Mo Norris from Detroit.
Yep.
Was that the right thing to do to call that game? I mean, we really didn't have a fourth quarter.
No, you did not.
I mean, first play, and it was 14:50. They ran the clock down to 6:51 and called the game. Then New York called the game. And a lot of people are upset about that game being called because they had 6.5 points or whatever.
Maybe you're a gambling addict. Okay, maybe you had to pay full price for that ticket. However you want to look at it. I still get it though. After watching that Bills Bengals game 3 seasons ago,
Damar Hamlin?
when you have an injury and you're used to flying around with reckless abandonment, and then all of a sudden you see one of your boys go down, it's hard to wait there for 35 minutes while they get a big enough spatula to lift somebody off the field. And okay, get that killer instinct back. We're back, boys. That's a tough one. So
Plus, a lot of the times I'm sorry, Brent, when they take them off the field, they'll give you a thumbs up or something. And this guy did.
well, and he didn't even have an opportunity. He was inside the ambulance so quick. But he is doing better though, correct?
No, he was
Yeah.
great the next day.
Yeah.
He was fine.
He
It was
was
just
released.
kind of that
It was a
stinger
precaution.
kind of a
He's
thing.
under a protocol, but that's about it.
But I mean, what do you do since that Bengals Bills game set the precedent? Now you're seeing what that precedent has left a few years later. I don't know that we ever see that change.
I don't either.
I just don't.
Again, it comes down to the score doesn't matter, the game doesn't matter. It matters to you if you're trying to make that team and to the team trying to sell those season tickets. Nothing else matters in the game. So put the scrimmage in and
Well,
turn it off
NFL's
the score.
in bed with the gamblers now, with Vegas.
The worst thing in my life, I would say, happened is ESPN becoming a bookie.
Yeah.
The reason being is that I used to be able to watch ESPN, and whether it was true, not true, or anything else, they didn't have a stake in the fire to make me think one thing or the other.
Well, now they're
But-
telling you how to bet because of the probability of the entire game.
and so I really don't like that. But
The Instabet thing where you can, this guy misses blocks
what's
on
it
the
called?
next
It's
play.
called ESPN Bet or Bet ESPN. You can bet anything on that.
Yeah. And that's kind of sad. All right.
And when you watch a pregame show, they're only talking about, Chuck's got, 20 and a half point, rushing yards, over or under. How about we just talk about the things that we used to talk about before a football game, but those types of days are gone, especially now that they bought half the NFL's packages.
Yeah, they
with
bought in the
Red
Red
Zone.
Zone, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I think we're
Got a preseason game week 2 coming up, so we'll see.
yeah.
They're playing Tennessee,
yeah,
right?
Play Tennessee after we already
Is
mutilated them in practice, is
is-
what they said.
Is Cam Ward the most non-talked about number 1 draft pick in the history of the
He's
draft?
way up there.
He is way up there.
I mean, outside of watching draft night, does anybody know who this guy is?
Do you think it's
Shakur's gotten more
absolutely.
publicity than Cam has.
he's gotten more than all of them combined.
Son of
Yeah,
Dion.
yeah.
That sums that up. Son of Dion.
Yeah.
But hey, he, regardless of first team, fourth string, whatever else, he performed, and that's why they're talking about him.
What-
Do you think they're not talking about Cam Ward a little bit because that roster is so bad in Tennessee?
It's not a
if
good
Derrick,
roster.
I bet if Derrick Henry was there, they'd be like, "Holy moly, this guy's
I don't know. It's
not very good.
It's been eerily quiet. Normally you hear something, and there's nothing.
right."
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Brent keeps
We'll
his
find out.
ears to all the podcasts, so he knows his stuff. Yeah.
It's very quiet. Very, very, very quiet chatter out there.
Is that a baseball game going on? Or a field goal in a? No, it's baseball. 10-0 San
That's
Diego.
baseball.
Yeah.
10-0 on the Bay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get American Access out of the way. We got a very important part of our show coming up next.
We have something. American Axis Tired of going to the same old places for the same old thing? American Access has your solution. Whether you look for something new to do before or after the game, the most memorable workouting ever, or just wanting to take something else off your bucket list, American Access has their 3.5 Atlanta locations waiting for you in Marietta, Tucker, downtown at the Works, and the uber cool new mobile X experience that can be set up wherever you need. Keep an eye out for them at upcoming events and festivals. Look them up online or just give them a call at 678-763-3635.
How do I reach Dan Fisher?
Well, you probably need to go somewhere because that guy's always on the move. But you can leave him a message at 678-763-3635 to schedule your next adventure.
I actually saw Dan Monday night at the thing at Truist Park in the Delta Sky Club. Good to see Dan. He told me him and one of his other guys are now in the top 100 axe throwers in the world.
Wow.
You know, and people say, well, what's that going to get me in this life? You know, and I don't know, but I'm just throwing out there something that I think would be really freaking cool. Like if there was like a Viking movie or a movie about the Mongols or something, all of a sudden you're all of a sudden one of the cool extras who are like, hey, Larry, you do something. Oh, you know,
Like when
awesome
the Crocodile Dundee threw his knife right through that guy's hair and
yeah.
he split.
Well,
you
and
can do all sorts
if you're
of
the
good stuff.
producer and you're like, we got to have this guy that can throw an axe, where are we going to find him? Well, let's go to the top 100 list.
There you go. Yeah.
Maybe
Let's get 30 of them.
let's get those guys out there.
Yeah, and Dan said he would love to see axe throwing become an Olympic event. He said that would be so cool.
Oh, absolutely. How
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
And,
can I-
and, you know,
Can I back up on a Falcons thing real quick?
Back
Because
away.
just don't back over them, you know.
I'm
We
not
get
going to
that
back
a
over.
lot.
Well, maybe I will back over. What in the heck is what is going to happen with Cousins and Penix this year? I mean, they bring in Penix because they must not have thought that they had something with Cousins, but then they're not letting go Cousins. Is that because they're not sure if they got what they want with Penix? I mean, what are we doing here?
I think it's because of the money, but I think as soon as a first-rate quarterback gets hurt somewhere in the league,
And Cousins is gone.
Cousins is gone. That's my personal belief.
All right.
And I have to argue against your first part that said, you know, we didn't know what we had with Cousins, and that's why we drafted him. We gave him $190 million. So that's
Head
not
cash to burn, baby.
No, we didn't. We did not. We'd have rather had a few big uglies on
You know
that
what they
trench.
could have done the year before with that $190 million? Got Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always look back, right?
I don't want any quarterbacks for $190 million. That goes against my thought process.
Overextend your budget a little bit.
So my whole thought process, and I was going to bring this up earlier on preseason games. You draft all the big uglies that you can, and you take at least one rookie quarterback a year, and then you throw him out there and you let him see. So how are you going to know if he's any good? Throw him out there, make the preseason something worthwhile, and see what you got. See what you got.
Doesn't cost you a lot to have him on that first option contract.
Yeah,
So.
and you can cut him before the season if you don't like it.
There you go. All right.
So are you going to take a rookie in your next segment here coming up?
No.
Okay.
No, this is only a 12-team league, and in a 12-team league, I'm looking
You're
to
gonna go.
put the
He's
screws
rookie
down.
free.
But not necessarily.
So what we're about to do here, we're about to have the draft selection show for our fourth year. That's hard to believe, isn't it? 4
It
years?
is. It
In a
is.
fantasy football league with three guys who love sport. There's only one guy that's won the fantasy football league, this league, and he's sitting to my right, your left. So we're very excited about
Not that excited, but
yeah.
Hey,
The Six Flags wave or the Queen wave?
I was doing the Princess Wave.
Okay.
I just want to point out I'm 3 for 3. I made fun of myself after being 2 for 2, knowing there was no way I could ever go 3 for 3. So I'll just keep adding to it. You know, there's not a chance anybody can ever go 4 for 4 in a league that's only had 4 years. It's just our league, as you guys were discussing, keeps getting stronger members. You know, people understand it all better. Not to throw it all away that it was just, you know, winging a prayer, but you know,
there's a lot of people coming for you this year.
oh, that's what they said last year, and there's even more coming for me this year.
All right, so let's get going. Larry, are you going to write down all this stuff, or?
Yeah, I'm going to write it down, and Robert's going to put it on.
I have stickers.
Yeah, but you need to write down divisions too. Just put A, B, and C at this point in time, and we'll change it. Because 12 will go into A, 11 will go into B, 10 will go into C, until it comes to the
Unless
three
it's
of us.
one of us.
unless it's one of us, and then we'll just adjust.
And the
on
reason why
fly.
they're saying one of us is last year the three of us all ended up in the same division, and we think it would be more interesting if we were spaced out a little bit.
Exactly.
That's it.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to look for a waitress, or we're going to do this ourselves?
I think we're just doing this.
Okay. So I think Robert, as the winner, should pick the number 12.
Well, that's probably me. I always end up with the number 12 pick.
Oh, so 12 first. Okay,
So,
so,
so we're
12 first.
moving backwards.
Reverse order.
Hey, wait. One of these cards is folded and cold. Is this?
Yes.
Is this the New
this-
York Knicks? Are we taking Patrick
it's
Ewing
the
with
N-
this
it's-
pick?
this is the NBA lottery here.
How about that?
Mike Palmquist, Seattle Boys. You have the number 12 pick. You're in the A division. We will name the divisions next week. But
He was in the A. Wouldn't he be in C?
going backwards, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know either.
C.
So he's in C division.
Probably work. If you're going to work truly backwards.
Yeah, just do it that way. I mean, divisions really doesn't matter a whole lot. Correct. We'll let Brent make the next pick.
All right, I'm feeling lucky here. Turn down for what?
That's Ian, right?
That is correct.
Thanks to Ian. Turn down
Yeah.
for what? Right there.
So Ian King, you're in the 11th position. Right here. I've got somebody that's going to make a drawing for us.
Oh, cool.
She doesn't know it yet.
She doesn't know she's getting ready to be a star.
Can you draw one of these out of this bag for us? Don't look. It won't bite. Wait.
What?
Thank you so much. In the A division, selecting number 10, Dirty Birds, Greg Fuller.
Fuller.
So,
Ah,
Greg,
number
you're at
10.
number 10.
I think he was pretty early last year.
I don't remember where Greg was last year.
You know, Greg is he's optimistic about being in the 10 spot.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
He has no choice because that's where he is. We have Vanna White over here selecting our cards.
I'm afraid that thing's going to knock over my drink, so I'm just going to start holding this thing. La, 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 la.
At number 9, is that right?
Number 9.
Oh, we'll wait till you get 10 on before we announce
Oh,
this.
that would be good.
Give you time to catch up. Or mustard, whichever one you want to do.
It's looking good there.
All right, we're ready.
You ready? You want to announce this one?
It's a block party.
It's a block party at number 9, Larry.
My man, Larry.
Looking nice.
How you feeling about that, Larry?
Number 9.
Larry, have you drafted
Are you in
that
the-
late before?
I don't think so. I mean, our first draft was my first draft, so
Yeah.
I think the latest I've drafted was 6. So this
Oh, yeah?
will be-
And I'd just like to point out, you know, I like to throw Larry under the occasional bus, but when we first started this league, he was somebody who was on my not really worried about list.
Yeah.
But he has gotten better each year with his, you know, passing on that guy. You know, the world says I should pick this guy. I'm going with him.
I think-
That's the right pick.
I'm
So,
pretty
you know,
sure
I'm
he
on.
clobbered me one week last year.
Oh no, he had a very good team. Both of you guys had very high scoring teams.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, come
When I
draw
say-
one for us.
And when I say both of you guys, I meant you and Larry, not Chuck. I just
Chuck did not, yeah.
I did not want to get that
That he
confused.
collaborated.
I love the name.
At number 8, the Dark Lords of the Sack. You know who that is?
Perfect. Who is that?
Zach Hyatt.
Is he playing again this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
He is.
perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
Zach is in. He's at number 8.
With the 8th overall pick, Cam Ward.
Yeah, that's right. He's a Titan guy, right?
He is a Titan guy.
Yeah.
That would be outstanding.
It would be.
I hope he, you know, hey, that's this guy. I mean, really, I hope he goes with him. Makes him, you know, feel good when you know.
And I'd like to just point out, I said before the show started that I was looking to get a little higher,
Yeah.
possibly.
You're-
And
we're-
at this point in time, I have no choice but to be excited
Are
about
we
it. but-
halfway through yet?
No,
we got one more for
one,
halfway.
One more to get halfway.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you're either on the front side or the back side of halfway. Yeah, somebody's got to do that.
If you're on the front side, the back side. Oh, I picked two. I picked two.
Mix them up. Mix them up.
I felt that Patrick Ewing call
The cold one?
Yeah.
The cold one?
with the bent corner.
Yeah, yeah. They froze those ping pong balls.
Drake it till you make it.
Drake it till you make it. I can't even remember who that is. Oh, that's Mike Amodio.
Oh, that's Mike's team.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Mike Amodio. Yeah.
All right, newcomer to the league, Mike Amodio. Watch out for him. He'll
He's in the 7th position. Mike Amodio, welcome to the Fantasy Football League, and you are in at number 7.
So we got our first 6 in.
Seattle boys last.
I think that's a scary thing. I don't want to give anybody too much credit, but Palmquist has been doing drafts for a long time, so him getting to double up.
he'll know what he's doing.
That could be.
Ian will too.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
we're
we got a
gonna
lot of
find out.
quality guys in here this year.
Ian might go Penn State guy because he gets a little too excited. So
Yeah.
we'll see what
Who
happens
knows?
with that.
Dark, Zach. Well, you're
Hey,
right
Liz.
like that.
Liz, come draw a name for us.
Don't look. Not that you know what any of those names are, but it's okay. Jill, don't go far. You're next.
Oh no. The enforcer.
The Enforcer.
The Enforcer.
That's
Somebody.
Sterick, Bill Sterick.
Bill Sterrett changed his name to Bill is the number 5.
He's gotten better over the last few years too.
He actually.
He's paid a lot of attention. He's won some
6, isn't he?
trades.
But I played him in the Super Bowl year 1 and year 2, so it's kind of hard to say he got any better because he's 2 out of 3 going to the big one.
So Bill is number 6.
You
is
took
that right?
You took his spot last year.
I took
Yeah,
his
he's
spot.
number 6.
Bill's number 6. Oh, come on, Jill. Come draw a name for us.
I'm ready.
Now, once again, not that you know what you're looking at, but
Personal foul.
she picked
top-
me.
Ooh, of course I did.
Thank you.
Top 5.
The only woman who did.
I knew that.
Yeah, we've had 3 other women picked, Robert. That can't be good.
I heard Patrick Mahomes looks great in that top 5 spot.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Actually,
So me and you are in the top 4, Brent.
We are in the top 4. Question is, where is it going to land now?
Yeah. I don't know.
I will say this on my draft 8 days from now. I had come up with a top 5 theory just playing with this, so I'm excited. I think I'm getting.
You're going to get a solid.
I only want 4 of the top 5. I'm not going to tell you which one I don't want. I believe the one I don't want will be taken beforehand. And
What am I picking?
We're doing our Fantasy Football League draft order.
you're
question
picking
is now is where
Jerry
you-
Garcia. Where's Jerry?
That's who I'm voting for. Lord and Cersei.
Lord and Cersei.
What does that mean?
That's this guy.
Lord Celentano and Sir Charles.
Celentano.
This guy.
So I'm
I
gonna.
got a top 3 pick coming.
Yeah. How you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because I'm like, at this point, I'd rather just, if you're going to go this high, I might as well get 1 or 2, right?
Yeah. The very first draft I did this week was number 4. I did like 7 or 8 drafts, and I got B's in all of them. But the one when I was at 10, I got A. But it's a lot easier to
You
do
put-
mock drafts.
You put my name in there, right?
We still have 3 left. We have
Yeah.
Brent, we have Jengus, and I know I'm not.
Chaz.
Hun.
Who's this?
Hun.
Yeah, that's Jengus.
Oh, okay. So Chaz.
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 yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. One more. You're doing great.
This could be scary.
Ooh, I hope I picked Jerry Garcia this time. Oh, no. I'll pick the top one that I already picked.
Once again,
10
since she
for
knows.
10.
10 for
10 for
all right.
10.
Number 3.
So
Number
okay.
3.
3, 4, 5.
Wow.
I'm just counting on
So
you
we'll
guys
be
to leave me one
yelling
of
at
my
each
guys.
other all night. So I was going to take him. I was going to take him. Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to say that to either one of you.
We'll see. So Larry, you got the divisions. Me and you and Robert aren't in the same divisions, right?
Yeah, what I've done is everyone else, and we'll figure out which divisions we're in.
Well, just put us in. Yeah. Speaking of that,
Might as well just pick the last 2.
look at whose name is up on that board right there, Will.
Whose is it?
Kamish.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Hey, that's me.
Draw one.
Yeah, Kamish, you're
am I drawing
deciding.
for? There's only one in here.
Then there should be two in there.
There's only one.
No, there were. We had 12.
Let's go back through this.
Redraw.
It doesn't matter. Letter. What is it?
Is there one? Is there another one there?
So whatever one's missing is number 1.
It was stuck to the back of block.
Was it? Do you want to put them back in there and let's draw these two then?
Yeah, we'll just draw those two.
All right.
It was stuck. It was just like that 1984 NBA draft.
Wow, by the default. Who's
He's
stuck?
made it all the way. It was stuck to this guy.
Jackson Smith, Kachiga. That's
I knew I wasn't going to try to
that's
say
got
that
to be
one.
Chaz, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Wow. He could have been number 11.
I got a question for you though. Are you wearing your 3-time shirt? Like, just go ahead and.
I had a shirt made last year for the 2-time champ. I might find a piece of tape and just kind of
For the draft, yeah. And just to show we did have 12 in the bag, Hun has the number 1 pick.
How about that?
That's
My-
Jenga, right?
Genghis. Well, and his son's name is Attila, so that's
Attila the
what-
Genghis.
So how about that? My two neighborhood buddies that are in. One's first, one's last.
Bookends. You bookend buddies.
Well, maybe we'll just call them NASCAR. Because if you're not first, you're last. Hun.
Okay, you want the divisions?
Have you got them straightened out? Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, the first one, we don't know the names, but in A division is Hun, Uchuk, Bill Sterick, and Greg Fuller.
Oh, piece of cake, piece of cake.
In B division is Chaz, Robert, Mike, Amodio, and Ian.
Oh,
And in C division is Brent, Zach, me, and Mike Palmquist.
all right.
I'm not saying it's rigged, but I feel like, you guys went out and you got somebody who you thought was really good in Amodio, and now all of a sudden I'm with him.
I can't remember who brought Mike to me first. Was it
And
you
then-
or Al?
And then one
May
of
have been Al.
Yeah, I think Al. You can blame Celentano on that.
I'm not going to take the blame.
and then what's his name?
Chaz?
Yeah, Sheriff. New
Yeah.
sheriff in town. He proved he was pretty good last year, so now of course I'm getting that. So yeah, it's okay. I'm all right with this. Yeah. Just keep laying it on.
So do we need
So your top 5
players?
ranks right now: Jamar, Bajan, Justin Jefferson, Barkley, and
Throw me
Jamar
that jersey
Gibbs.
over here, Larry.
Correct.
So
There's only one of those I don't want. So as long as I don't get that one,
I don't know if
I'm
I don't
really
know
excited.
if the one that's at number 3 is the one I don't want either.
Well, I'm just hoping it's one of the ones you guys want. I don't have to have all of you convinced.
While
Just
we're
one.
talking about Bajan Robinson, I want to show you that we have an autographed jersey of Bajan's that's going to be raffled off next Saturday or 2 Saturdays away at Arioki, fundraiser for the 9/11 Fallen Hero Project. You can come buy a raffle ticket there, or you can buy one online for a chance to win a Bijan Robinson autographed jersey.
So that's not a
we have the
silent
letter.
auction?
No, we have a letter of certification too to go with that.
Well, I'll probably buy one of those.
A raffle ticket?
Absolutely.
Yeah. $10.
Wow,
You
the
can buy 'em
pressure's
online.
on at 3. That was the one I don't think I really wanted to be at 3. I would have been fine with.
I would have been fine further back.
If you're going to get 3, you want number 1 or 2.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yep.
And see, I'm going to be the exact opposite. Based on, like I said,
You good? You're good. I like
well,
it.
I believe I don't want one of the top 5 guys. So if I can get any one of the other 4 guys,
You're good.
Then I'm good, and I get to pick before you guys do again.
Thank
which
you.
which is the part that I like.
Which is great.
Now, sure, you get to take another one before me, blah blah blah. But it puts me. I think I could have 2 decent players, possibly. I don't know that.
Well, you're looking at the top. I mean, you don't know, but what'll happen with injuries and whatever like that. I mean, how many people last year took McCaffrey, and then it just crushed them, right? And
absolutely.
you just if you took him, you're like, hey, and no problem with taking him.
So who's number 4 on that list?
4 is Barkley, Saquon, and then 5 is Jamar. Then
3.
you have CeeDee Lamb, and then Christian McCaffrey at 7.
3 running backs, 2 wide receivers in the top 5.
Correct.
And then, like you said, CMC is there a couple spots out.
Does he have a rebound year? I mean, it can't be any worse.
It can't be worse than he was last year.
Yeah.
No. And I traded for him. I won the Super Bowl while trading for him and him sucking on my team all
That's
year.
good. I think that's going to be a good team this year too. But
They have a last
San
place
Fran?
lineup because they came in last place. That four of
Right.
their games are against people who finished in last.
They-
So that's always a good start.
let's see. Rounding out your top 10, after McCaffrey, you've got Nakua at 8, Neighbors 9,
Nakua.
Amon St. Brown at 10, and then Ashton Genty, the rookie, at
A
11,
little surprised to see him that high.
and then Shane.
I mean, he's all the Raiders have. But
Well, and people get excited. It's just like you were saying last year. You both were talking about last year with Harrison. There was a lot of hype in the draft, and everybody's optimistic that the next guy is going to be the best guy ever. And Genty has a few intangibles. I don't have to worry about him on
No,
my
you won't.
team because I will not take him with the 5th pick, and he won't be there when I get back. So I'm okay with that. But
Couple of interesting things to look at. Your first 2 tight ends off the board are predicted at 20 and 21 with Brock Bowers and Trey McBride.
Yeah.
Always tough to be there, so you got to figure out where they're. And then the projected first quarterback off the boards, Allen, number 28 overall. So when you're looking at this board, where is it? Is someone going to reach to that guy, or when do they start? When do you start going for those big?
somebody
frauds?
will take a quarterback in the third round.
25, 26, 27, 28.
28.
So that's Chuck taking the first. That will not happen.
It'll
Chuck-
go before.
It will happen before.
That's going to. The quarterback will go in the second round.
Absolutely. And then once the first one goes,
They're all
the second one will go.
Not to me.
It-
I won't get a
it's,
quarterback.
it's A
that
and B. It's
Well, Cam Ward will be gone before.
it's the Bills and the Ravens.
Yeah,
once we hear about one.
Chaz will be picking him at number 2. Is he number 1? He's the one that's number 2, right? He changed his name. He was 4-inch Chubb last year, wasn't
That is correct.
Yeah, he changed his name.
he? Okay, all right. Well, I'm excited. Now I can go home and not sleep for a week and do mock drafts at the 4th position.
Yeah. And by the way, he's the only one that had to pay that's paid.
All right,
Okay.
very cool.
Why haven't
These 2 guys do not have to.
Yeah,
They left their 100 in from
those
last year.
2 don't have to.
And I'm just gonna
I'm not
speak to the-
counting you and me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm speaking to them for the masses. Why haven't
Well, I'm
you
paying
2
mine.
paid?
I'm paying mine. I'll bring mine next week.
Oh, that's
And
good.
I've told Al we're going to pay at draft. So
No,
get it
this
out
is
of the
good
way.
stuff. I'm excited.
It's here,
It's here.
It is 8
It's
days away.
and we're
Football's here
drafting this next week.
a
next
week from
Thursday.
tomorrow,
Okay,
right out there on the patio.
so we'll
If you-
tease that.
If you want to watch a fun night of people going nuts, yelling at one another, and then we have the commissioners of Nick Massaroni and Will Renfro with the assistance of Chuckalina Celentano, Dina they call her, and
Yeah, don't cross
What
her.
is it? What is the Modio's?
Mike's wife Megan will be here, so we got
And Megan.
two formidable Vanna Whites.
We got 2
Yeah.
formidable Vanna Whites. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So that might get some people here. You never know. But we always have fun here at Miller's Ale House. I just can't believe this is our 4th
Well, and
draft.
if you're here, come on by. Buy them a couple glasses of champagne, and
Absolutely.
it'll be fun.
Yeah,
And you know what?
you
We
can-
didn't mention this. This is our 3rd year anniversary of being at Miller's Ale House.
Today.
Today. This is our 3rd year anniversary.
Congratulations, guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being
That's
here.
hard
Thanks
to
for
believe.
having me
Oh,
on.
you bet.
Listen,
Anytime.
I get asked to be on the draft order. This is awesome. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that was fun. We'll
It is kind of weird, if you're at home and they're like, how did those 3 end up 3, 4, 5? I'm just saying. I'm just
crazy.
asking.
that's why it's on tape. We didn't wind up.
That's right.
No, I'll
Yeah,
tell
but
you
when
this.
they check the tape, they're going to be like, wait, things were stuck together. There was only
I know,
one in
they-
the.
Number 4 is not where he wanted to be, so I can tell you that is not a fix.
You know the only thing that would be better next week
What?
at the draft is if we had the freeze.
Brent's stuck on the freeze.
Would he be running our picks up?
He would be running them. He'd probably be picking team number 13 just to kind of mess it all up.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is exciting. I can't wait to see what Hun does with that first pick.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking at the number 1 wide receiver, Jamar, or you're picking the best running back, Bijan.
Hold this over here so I can.
So
Get a
you
picture of the board.
got to always remember this. So my buddy's name is Genghis, but the team is named for his son Attila, who's a senior in high school. So if Attila is here at the beginning, it's going to be done by the book and things. You know, Genghis is a little bit of a wild card, so you never know what he might come up with. But yeah, this is going to be good.
Cool.
And Palmquist, you can show up like half hour into the dang thing and still make your first pick.
At least, yeah. All right.
So what are the rules? How much time are we going to have to pick between these
Not
picks?
much.
No?
No, we
Couple
need- we
minutes?
need to speed it up.
Move it on? Minute?
Minute.
Yeah,
Well,
you know, right?
No,
I think we give them 2 or 3 minutes.
for the first 2 or 3 rounds, and
But-
then go down to a minute. Yeah.
But in my own not always so humble opinion, that's the worst thing you can do, because if you don't know in the first round who you're taking in the first minute, you're really now maybe 2 minutes at the end when I don't know any of these players' names, but you know.
Right, because you crossed off the wrong guy that he's already gone, and you got
Oh
to
yeah,
circle
but-
back.
but-
so much of that fun.
But early in the rounds, people
you got to be able to
they're
know.
going to mix you up, and then later in the rounds, most people will go for reaches. They're not. That's the whole theory behind that. I know who I'm going to take right now in the 16th round, but I don't have a clue who I'm going to take in the first.
You are a very hopeful person.
I'll bet you $5 he'll be there, and I'll write it, put it in an envelope.
And give me the envelope.
Yeah,
Okay.
You give me the $5?
sure. Why not?
I like your angle.
All right, guys, let's get out of here. Brent, thanks
Hey,
as always
Chuck,
for
thank
being
you,
on.
Robert.
Guys,
As always.
don't forget, guys, know your numbers, cover your ass, get your prostate checked. We'll see you next week right here on 3 Guys Who Love Sports.
Thank you, gentlemen.
That worked out well, timing-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. I gotta go put all this stuff. I went Monday night. I bought all these little milk gadgets to give the real to get those one-year contacts. That's good.
Well, that's what I mean. You know, out of those top 5. Probably not, but he's still pretty good. And then Jordan Jefferson. I got J.J. McCarthy. Look for that. I don't think we zag for him at this point. You can't probably go wrong with a lot of things, but yeah. I'm still having that take. 'Cause they got rid of all everything. Oh,
You guys do.
so interesting.
Tag along for the ride.
Yeah, Wednesday's always wing day.
I don't know how long that's going to be. I just don't know whether I want. So it says to me that Justin Jefferson is the third guy.
Yeah. That's what makes it so fun.
Of course, on the backside, if he's the third guy,
I don't like fourth. I hate it.
I'm not sure I like third. I mean, if you're going to be that low, you might as well get one or two, right? Get the top two